Hello friends, Mandar here. I'm back with another video. Just recently USCIS published the numbers for the entire year of 2021, the number of visas that they produced in different categories, specifically in I-485 and adjustment of status. They actually published the numbers for a lot of other categories as well, but we are particularly interested in the green card, EB green card processes, also the EAD data. So I'm going to go through some of the numbers of the total number of applications received versus approved versus the percentage as it compares against the FB category, which is family based category. We also look at the EAD numbers in different categories. It gives us some insights into what are the priorities of this government, also the USCIS, and how much is the backlog that they are dealing with currently in different categories. So if you are interested in this topic, watch this video until the end and let's get started. If you are here for the first time, welcome. My name is Mandar and I make immigration related videos for US and Canada. I'm not an immigration lawyer, so anything that I say on this video or on my channel is for information purpose only. And for your specific immigration needs, before you take any action, you should hire a competent immigration lawyer. Now last year, because of the pandemic, we know that there were a lot of family based visas that were unused. That was obviously because a lot of consulates were closed. Basically, the family-based visas are particularly issued at the consulates. So all the green cards for the family members and your immediate relatives and so on, they are particularly issued at the consulates. And obviously, you know that consulates were closed. But as a result of that, there were a lot of family-based unused visa numbers that were spilled over into the employment-based category. Last year in 2021, there were about 262,000 total number of visas available, immigrant visas available for employment based category. That was 140,000 base number of visas plus 122,000 additional visas that were spilled over. So there were a total of 262,000 visas. Now we know that they had wasted a lot of visas, and we are going to get an insight into what was the actual number that were wasted. There were a lot of numbers floating around, 100k, some said 80k, or some said even 60k. We'll know the exact number that were wasted through this video. So now let's look at where the actual site is. I will also leave the link in the description if you wanted to kind of look for it yourself. Now this is the actual site where you can see the US immigration and citizenship data. So basically USCIS publishes this data every 3 months for every quarter. So now they recently on 15th of December they published the visa numbers for a lot of different categories. As you can see, there is a lot of files in here for December 15th. I actually have selected a filter for adjustment of status, and then I left all the years blank. So I got a couple of results which you can see on December 15th. They have published adjustment of status data, then all the refugee data and employment authorization data. So we are particularly interested in employment authorization data. That's what we'll start with, and then we'll also look at the adjustment of status data, and I'll give you my insights as to what we can make out of this data. Now first let's look at the EAD data. How many applications were received for different kinds of EADs throughout the year in 2021. So as you can see on this particular slide, we have all the different categories of EADs. So there are almost I would say 50 different categories of EADs that are issued, and you can see this is for the entire fiscal year 2021. We are specifically interested in adjustment of status related EADs. We have been hearing that there have been a lot of delays in getting your EADs when you are in the adjustment of status. It's taking up to a year. It used to take up to 3 to 4 months to get an EAD, but nowadays it's taking way longer. Some people are lucky getting them sooner, but a lot of people are not so lucky. They are having to wait for almost a year to get their EADs. So let's look at how many applications were received. So on this chart you can see the receipt, number of received, number of approvals, and number of denials. And it's also for the initial EAD and also for the renewals. What we will do is we'll only look at the total number of EADs received, approved and denied. So if you look at C09 category, which is for adjustment of status, and if you come here, you will look at you will see that there were 594,000 total number of EAD applications received just in this one category, which is for adjustment of status, basically for employment based. And out of those, only 178,492 were approved, and about 70,000 were denied. So now if you look at the data, what it means is total number of applications received 594,000 for adjustment of status, approved 178,000, and so this approval rate was only 30% of approval. So if they received 594,000, only 178,000 were approved, which was only 30% approval, and denial was about 11%. Now if you look at the other category, H4 EAD category, the numbers are a little bit different, because they received total of about 63,000 H4 EAD applications. Now these were initial applications plus extensions. Now out of the 63,000, 59,000 were approved. So basically 94% of total applications received in this H4 EAD category were approved. So this has a higher percentage of approvals as compared to the adjustment of status EADs. As you can see, only 30% of those applications were actually approved. Now this doesn't mean that the rest of them were denied. It just means that they haven't even looked at the rest of the applications. So 70% of the applications are still pending that were received in 2021, the year 2021. So this just tells you that there is a huge backlog even for the EAD. About 70% of the applications that were received in the year 2021 have still not been processed. So they are still pending approval. So all of those who are waiting for your EAD, you can see from these numbers that they are a lot behind on this processing of these applications for EAD, particularly for adjustment of status. Now let's look at the analysis for 485 for the full year. Now this is the chart where they have given all the number of applications in different categories. So you can see I-129 over here, I-130, I-751, and so on. So we are interested in basically lawful permanent resident, which is this category over here, I-485. The first section is the family based section, and then the second section is the employment based section. Now I want to point out some of the stark differences in here, what we can see. So if you look at the full year analysis of I-485, let's look at the employment based category only for now, and then I will compare it against the family based category. So for full year of 2021, the total quota, if you remember, there were 262,000 visa numbers available for EB category. So now how many applications were received throughout the entire year? There were 292,000 applications received throughout the year. So they were much higher than the entire quota that was available for employment based category. Now remember, the quota had 140,000 base plus 122,000 additional spillover visas from FB category. So there was total number of 262,000 visas available for EB category, and applications received were 292,000. So there were 30,000 more applicants received than the entire quota for EB category. Now how many were approved? Approved were 161,000. Now that doesn't mean that there were more processed. So there were a little bit more processed. So total number of applications processed in the full year of 2021 were 168,593 applications. So remember how many were received? 292, out of which only 168,593 were processed. So what percentage were processed? Only 57%, 57.7% of the total applications received were processed in the entire year. So almost 43% of the applications are still pending. They haven't even started looking at those. Now if you subtract the number of applications processed from the total number of visas that were available in 2021, there were like 93,407 visas that were not given out. If they had processed all the visa numbers, they could have given 262,000 green cards Instead, they only processed 168,000 visa applications. So only 57% were processed. So that means there were 93,000. So if you subtract 168,593 from 262 that were available, you get the number 93,407. So we speculated that there would have been 100,000 visas wasted in 2021. From what I read from these numbers, I can see that 93,407 were actually wasted. So I don't know how people are coming up with the number of 80,000 and 60,000 and other numbers, but what I can read from these numbers is that 93,400 applications or visa numbers were wasted in the year 2021. If you disagree with this number, please leave your comments below in the comment section and explain why you think that number is not accurate. But from what I read, total processed were 168,593 out of the total received 292. But we are comparing against how many visas were available. So that way I calculated that there were 93,000 visa numbers wasted in 2021. So that is my analysis for full year of 2021 for the 485 applications. Now let's look at only the last quarter, because those numbers are also a little bit interesting. So total received were 45,897 applications were received in the fourth quarter for EB category. Now out of those, 86,704 were approved. Now obviously there were pending backlogs, so the approval number is much higher than the total received. Obviously most of the applications that are made are in the beginning of the year, because when the visa numbers are become available, so a lot of people become eligible. So no surprise there were less number of applications received but more number of applications approved. 86,000 approved. Denials were 2,200. Total applications processed, I will calculate approvals plus denials. That will be, so total applications processed in EB category were 88,929 applications were processed just in the quarter 4 of last year. Now how many are pending? 245,000 applications are still pending in the EB categories. Now let's compare how the quarter 4 compares with the last 3 quarters of this year. So if you look at it, the Q4 processed about 88,000, Q1 to Q3 processed 168,000 minus 88,000, which is 79,000. So 79,000 applications were processed in Q1, Q2 and Q3 together, and 88,000 were processed in only just one last quarter, which is Q4. So they tripled their capacity in the last quarter. They processed more number of applications than quarter 1 to quarter 3 combined. So they really sped up giving out green cards in the fourth quarter, and that is not surprising. A lot of my friends and a lot of people I know have received their green card in the last quarter of last year. So you can see, I don't know why USCIS cannot continue the same pace throughout the year. They just are very slow in processing in Q1, Q2 and Q3, but in Q4 they kind of have to meet their numbers and use all those pending visa numbers. So they kind of speed up their application process. They could very well do that throughout the year, but for whatever reason they don't do it. They wait until the third quarter or fourth quarter to really speed up their application processing. So that is just what we can read from these numbers. Now the last comparison I want to do in this video is how do these numbers from EB category compare against the FB category. Now here's some interesting analysis. So for FB, if you can see, the total number of applications received in the entire year of 2021 were 288,668. So 288,000 applications for FB category were received in the entire year, out of which processed were 310,261. So they processed more applications than they received in the entire year. So which means that they had pending applications, pending backlog from the previous year, and they added to, so they mostly processed all of the applications that they received in the entire year. So they processed 107% of the application, total number of applications received in the entire year. Now let's compare that with the EB category. Now you remember we said 292,000 were received, 168,000 were processed, so only 57.7% of the applications received were processed in EB category. So 57.7% of EB versus 107% of FB. You take a guess. What is the priority of this administration and also USCIS? So with that, I will leave you with that. There is a lot of data in there. I will leave the links in the description, but that was some interesting things that I came across and I thought I would share them with you. So if you like the content of this video, please hit the like button and remember to post your comments in the comment section below, because I do read them, I do reply to them. So, and I will see you in the next one.